Hello and welcome to another BWhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Kyle Busch's 3-Chi Gateway win from 2023. As always, take a look at the box. Once again, you just have the generic 2023 raced version box. NASCAR 75th anniversary 2023, got the winner sticker, 2023 race winner, raced version. Down the side, you got to render the car right there, standard finish, RCR. Made a total of 984 of these things. NASCAR Cup Series standard finish, got your winner sticker. Got the same stuff on the back of the box, register your car at Lionel Garage, and you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here is the car itself. This is definitely another race win for the Confetti fans. As you can see, there's a ton of rainbow-colored confetti all over the car. Of course, there's come with a few things. You got your little 75th anniversary race winner sticker, and here is your race-winning stat card. If you're interested in seeing that. As you can see, it is a really cool race version. Like this 3Chi car that Kyle had last year is a really nice paint scheme. The matte black with the kind of gold to break it up just looks really cool. I'm glad they kind of stuck with this type of a design versus their early designs that were mostly white. This is kind of more similar to the kind of patriotic-ish car that Tyler Reddick won his first two races in. I'm glad they stepped with this kind of look. Although this year they're only doing one single race, which is the Championship Phoenix race. It was weird because like something happened with 3Chi. It was like it disappeared from the car and from his fire suit for a while, and then they came back, but then they kept saying like, we're not leaving, we're coming back, and then they just were like, here, we got one single race. So they got mostly replaced by that Zone, the nicotine patches sponsor he has now. But as you can see, there is just an absolutely amazing amount of confetti on this car. I said, I love confetti cars when it's something you can get otherwise. I said, you can just buy the clean version of this car if you really like this paint scheme. You don't want the confetti. The only time I don't like a insane amount of confetti is when it's a car you can't really get otherwise. But even those sometimes will look really cool. Like Martin Truex Jr.'s New Hampshire win last year was like that. It was a car you couldn't get otherwise, but it has so much confetti. It looks really cool. I'm probably going to pick that diecast up too. But this is cool because it is just the rainbow colored confetti too. I think they might have taken some of all the hood. I feel like the hood wasn't quite that visible before, but they left enough on that you really can't tell. I know it's like the Chris Buescher Daytona win. They took off a little bit too much of it. It's like noticeable how much is gone from the hood, but I don't know. Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have 3Chi with the logo right there. Got Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 number 8 and RCR. Down the side, you got 3Chi with the Leaf again. Got Lenovo in the back. Front of the rear wheel, you got Bet, FGM, Allsco, and Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. On the C-post, you have Net Spend and McLaren Custom Grills. Pretty sure both sponsors that are gone this year. That grill sponsor was so odd. They popped in for 2 races, won a race, and then like their site kept crashing, and it always seemed, I don't know if anyone ever got one of the grills, and then they just were gone. I don't know. On the B-post, you have Chevrolet, Lucas Oil, Sherwin-Williams, PTC, Cometic, and I think it's like KCMG below that. That Cometic logo looks a little funky. Got a little messed up by the confetti there. You can't even really notice it. It's like this like window net's like folded in the front. I've never seen a car quite like that before. That looks very odd. It's like frailed a little bit and it's like in. I don't know. Got Rowdy's name with the Rowdy Energy logo. I think this was one of the last few races before it switched back to the Kyle Busch signature because of the him getting rid of Rowdy Energy. Does have the NASCAR 75th anniversary logo and all that good stuff. On the back, you have 3Chi.com, Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, Okuma, and number 8. Got 3Chi on the deck lid, and I'm not sure if there's a logo on the roof or not because you can't see it. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. So you got the Chevy bow tie under there. There's the edge of detail if you want to see that. This truck does have no deck lid, but you of course do have the roof flaps, and there's the inside of the car if you want to see that. Don't believe this has any flat tires or anything. But now let's get down to the damage that everyone's waiting for. Downside of this being a matte black finish car is you can't really see any damage. But like I said, the confetti really makes up for it. You can see you have a bunch of confetti just laying on the splitter down there. That looks really cool. Except from top to bottom, just absolutely coated in confetti. There's a spot right there that I assume there was some sort of sponsorship box or something, if I had to guess, because there's just a whole big blank area right there, which looks funny. You can see you can see a little bit of like the grime and a few little marks and stuff, but with a black car, you're not going to see a lot of it. Like, again, you can see a few little marks through the 8. I'm pretty sure these numbers have like chrome in them, like some of those little like gray designs you see are actually chrome on the real cars. I'm not sure why they've never found a way to do that in the diecast, because they can do things like that now. They've done the chrome edge to the number on the Trackhouse Ross Chastain cars. But again, just a bunch of confetti and such. You see you got a little bit of a mark right there on the left rear. A few little marks on the bumper. As I said before, a ton of confetti. I like down here that there's that like kind of like shelf that's stuck out on the right side, so you have a pile of confetti that's stuck in there. That looks really cool. A few marks on the tires, even got some confetti on the rims and such. Except this is a car you get if you care about confetti. That's pretty much why you buy this car. This isn't a car that you get for like good damage or anything. This is just for a really cool looking confetti car with just all that rainbow confetti all over it. And as of recording this video, this is currently his final win. He hasn't won in over a year. Now that I said that he's going to win the next race before I upload this, I'm sure. So you're welcome, Kyle Busch fans, because I probably just gave him a win, because that always seems to happen. Every time I say that, the driver just immediately wins. Everyone's like, what do you mean he hasn't won yet? Kyle's had an abysmal year lately. I don't know what's going on. Since this race, really. In the first half of last year, he won 3 races, this being the final one. Then the second half of last year, he just kind of fell off a cliff. And then this year, he's just been abysmal. He's ran terribly. He's gotten into so many wrecks. He's gotten into like fights with Stenhouse. He's gotten into different types of fights. Like Chastain punted him out of the way for some reason. He even wrecked in a test. He was at the Indianapolis test, an ability to get a good advantage on your car and really just kind of dial in your car for the race. And he wrecked his car. Harvick on his podcast said something about he might have wrecked one of his rental cars. I don't know what's going on with Kyle this year. He even wrecked on lap 1 of a truck race. He did win a couple truck races this year, so there's at least that. But like I said, I don't know what's going on with Kyle, but he has had an abysmal year so far this year. Anyways, if you want this car, it is a relatively recent release. You can get it right now. Not be surprised if this car gets rare, especially being his final win for a while. He's going to win again. I don't think this will just forever be his final win. That would be insane if it was. But, this might be the only 3-cheat win if they only are down to, 1 race this year. Because how it is now, I don't think he's winning a championship this year. Although that doesn't really mean anything because anyone can get hot at the right time and win a championship under the format. So, who knows? Anyways, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com. And if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check that out if you want anything. But I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Kyle Busch's 3-cheat gateway win from 2023. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.